Lesson 2.08, ¿Qué hora es? In this lesson, you're going to learn how to tell time in Spanish. One of the most important things that students often overlook is the question to ask somebody what time it is. So when you're going to ask somebody what time, you're going to say, ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es? And then remember, you've learned all the numbers 1 to 29. If you don't know those, you need to learn them because you're going to need them now again in this module. So the question, what time is it? ¿Qué hora es? The second most important question is to find out what time something takes place. So if you want to say, what time is Spanish class at, or what time is Spanish at, etc., you would say, ¿A qué hora es? ¿A qué hora es? Okay, so ¿qué hora es means what time is it right now? ¿A qué hora es means what time is something at? Okay, so for example, we've got a question here. ¿A qué hora es la clase de inglés? Mi clase es a las 5. So what time is my English class? It is at 5 o'clock. So you've got how to ask for time up here, and then down below you've got how to give time or how to tell time. So basically, it's very, very simple. You're going to give, if you're going to only give the hour, like it's 1 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock, etc., you're always going to say son las and then the number, unless it's 1 o'clock. So if it's 2 o'clock, you'd say son las dos. If it's 3 o'clock, you'd say son las tres, son las cuatro, etc. Okay? But if it's 1 o'clock, 1 is different, remember, because 1 is singular. So if it's 1 o'clock, instead of saying son las, you're going to say es la una. It is 1. Okay? So if the question is at any time other than 1 o'clock, you're going to start it off with son las. If it's something that's going to include 1 o'clock, you're going to say es la. If you want to tell what time something is at, you're going to add the word for at, which is just a. So if you wanted to say something is at 6 o'clock, all you'd say is si a las 8. It's at 8 o'clock, or at 6 o'clock, or at 11 o'clock. Okay? That is if it's on the dot. So you're just going to say the number. If you've got a time that's in between, like for example 6:01 and 6:30, okay, so the time in between the top of the hour and the half hour, okay, you're going to just do what you did up top. You're going to say son las, you're going to say the number, it's 6, and then you're going to add how many minutes you're adding to that. So if it's 6:20, it'd be son las 6:20, it's 6 and 20. If it's 8:10, it'd be son las 8:10. Okay, so you're just going to do and. Remember the letter and. In English, it's the letter Y, but the word and is pronounced E. So son las 8:10, for example. Now there are times, just like in English, we don't say necessarily it's 5:15. We can say it's quarter after. So you could say son las 8:15. It's 8 and a quarter. Or it's 8:30 would be it's 8 and a half. Son las 8:30. So again, we can say 3:15 or we can say a quarter after 3. Okay, that's basically what you're saying in Spanish. Okay, so if it's 30, again, we're going to say son las 3:30. Or if it was 1:30, it'd be es la 1:30. Okay, to tell the time in between, so if it's in between the bottom of the hour and the top of the next hour, so it's something 31 to 59. Now instead of saying it's something and another time, we're actually going to say it's the top of the hour minus how many minutes. So if something was 6:55, it would be 7 o'clock is the closest top of the hour, but then it's going to be minus X many minutes. So we'd say son las 7, it's 7, minus menos 5 would be at 6:45. Okay, same thing, we're going to use cuarto if it's quarter to. So if it's 8:45, we're going to say it's a quarter, it's 9 o'clock minus a quarter. So it'd be son las 9 menos cuarto.